Three new girlfriends for Dominic Mysterio amid Liv Morgan's WWE absence. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Jennifer. Have a nice day. For the WWE Family latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. The current WWE Intercontinental Champion, Dominic Mysterio, is in an interesting position as his on-screen girlfriend, Liv Morgan, is away from WWE programming. Mysterio and Morgan have been one of WWE's most despised heel couples since 2024, following his betrayal of former on-screen partner Rhea Ripley. Dominic Mysterio has evolved significantly through his on-screen relationships. His pairing with Rhea Ripley after joining the Judgment Day in 2022 established him as one of WWE's most promising young stars. This relationship lasted until mid-2024, when Morgan pursued Mysterio as part of her vendetta against Ripley. This storyline culminated when Mysterio officially betrayed the Eradicator and helped Morgan retain her title at SummerSlam. There is speculation about potential new storyline directions for Dirty Dom in the coming weeks, as Morgan is away filming her Hollywood debut movie. While Morgan is filming Bad Lieutenant Tokyo until May 16th, Mysterio can fiddle around. During her absence, WWE has decided not to strip Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez of the Women's Tag Team Championships they won on their Raw after WrestleMania 41. This could create a dynamic where Mysterio and Rodriguez have to interact more often. This could lead to a potential love angle between these two. Past interactions between Mysterio and Tiffany Stratton suggest a potential storyline together. Playful tension and hints of romantic interest were seen between the two before. When Stratton once openly wondered if cashing in her Money in the Bank contract on Morgan would also mean winning Mysterio, he was visibly intrigued until Morgan gave him a look. With Morgan away from WWE, this might be the best opportunity for them to explore this storyline. Roxanne Perez has recently been linked to Mysterio and the Judgment Day faction. Finn Balor was seen talking to Perez backstage on a recent episode of Raw, leading to speculation that Mysterio might betray Morgan and start a new on-screen relationship with the Prodigy. Mysterio's interaction with Stratton and Balor's interaction with Perez add intriguing layers to Morgan's absence. While his chemistry with Rodriguez might boom given they belong to the same faction, it would be interesting to see how things unfold in the upcoming episodes. WWE appears to be keeping its options open, using these teases to set up potential future storylines for both Dominic Mysterio and the Judgment Day. Dominic Mysterio was part of WWE Raw in a backstage segment with the rest of the Judgment Day, but he ended up disappearing without a trace, which led to question marks over where he went. Rather than heading out to the ringside area with the rest of the group for Finn Balor's match against AJ Styles, he was nowhere to be found. And there are numerous reasons why that might have been the case. Liv Morgan is currently off television as she's legitimately shooting a movie. But that doesn't mean that Mysterio can't go and visit her at some point. Morgan has still been getting talked about on WWE television during her break. She was also mentioned on the most recent episode of Raw. Mysterio admitted they'd spoken, but Morgan was in another time zone. That could lead to him making a romantic gesture and flying to see her, which could lead to some fun video packages next week if done right. While Mysterio might be enjoying life as the Intercontinental Champion, the fact is that he now has a target on his back, unlike ever before. Everyone wants a piece of him in a bid to get their hands on the gold, and backstage attacks are certainly commonplace in the world of WWE. Therefore, if it were revealed next week that he'd been attacked, it wouldn't be a shock. Whether it would eventually be revealed that Balor was the man behind the assault or someone else, this would give Dirty Dom a quick title rival. There is a chance that Mysterio might reveal that he disappeared because he was forming a new alliance outside of the Judgment Day. Ever since winning his title, Mysterio has been gaining a lot of confidence, and believing he could go on without the rest of the group would make sense. Perhaps he was seeking out El Grande Americano after he helped Mysterio retain the title at WWE Backlash. There is also the possibility he was just finding some new people to team with, as he may now be of the belief that the Judgment Day is holding him back. Raquel Rodriguez also didn't appear again on the show, and that's something that could be linked together. As the man currently running the Judgment Day, Mysterio might have taken it upon himself to try and solve any issues she's having. Given that Morgan isn't around, there could be pressure on her to take on other tag teams alone, which Mysterio might try to stop in a bid to grow his leadership presence. Arguably, the most likely reason as to why he disappeared without a trace is due to his ongoing tension with Baylor. Mysterio openly questioned why Baylor was hesitant at WWE Backlash in what has been yet another moment where their friendship hasn't felt quite right. Mysterio might be looking to prove that Baylor is a weak link. Therefore, not helping him win matches would make sense. If that is the plan, then there's a possible huge storyline between the two men that has potential, and that could be something to keep an eye on. Over the summer, Finn Balor was spotted talking to a 23-year-old star for the second week in a row in a backstage segment on Raw, fueling a tease for a potential Liv Morgan replacement. Last week on Raw, Finn Balor was backstage, and he was spotted having a conversation with the 23-year-old two-time NXT Women's Champion, the Prodigy, Roxanne Perez. This week on Raw, as Becky Lynch was making her way to the entrance, there was a moment where Baylor was once again speaking to Roxanne Perez, potentially teasing her as a replacement for Liv Morgan. There hasn't been too much of a rift between Finn Balor and Raquel Rodriguez, but there was a very subtle power struggle between him and Morgan before she went to film the movie she is a part of. It's going to be interesting to see how things play out as Baylor's exit from the Judgment Day seems to be repeatedly teased. At Backlash 2025, Baylor's actions looked far from accidental, and it was a direct tease of his split from the group after nearly 3 years. Days for Roxanne Perez. Her call-up alongside Julia seems to be official, and she headlined Raw for the first time ever as she and the Beautiful Madness lost to Io Sky and Rhea Ripley in a tag team match.